Bluetooth trackers. You've likely heard of Tile, the little square device that people put on their keys, their bags, or on their pets to locate them when lost. There's also Chipolo, which is a competing product which pretty much is the same kind of thing. I've heard this is more popular in Europe, however that's a long way away from where I am here. The Chipolo network is what 4eyes are now using in their power meters, the Podium and the Precision power meters, with the recent update for their theft tracking feature announced back at CES 2019. Now, Tile and Chipolo are very, very similar. Both crowd-funded companies from back in 2013, and functionality-wise, they're almost identical. Even their websites are very, very much the same. If you're not familiar with how these devices work, they're pretty basic. They are just simple Bluetooth beacons, and then once you pair them to your phone, you can use your phone to find your keys, your dog, your bag, whatever you connect these to, and vice versa. They have buttons on them so you can press these and locate your phone, so if you lose your phone. So I'll load up the Chipolo app here, and I hit ring to find that one. And on the Tile app, I can hit find on that. And that rings, and vice versa. If I press the Tile, oh, okay, it gets very loud, and the same with the Chipolo. So if I've got my keys, can't find my phone around the house, and they are within range, I can yes, you'll be able to find your phone with that annoying ring very, very quickly. Now that's all good and well when things are in range because that's connected via Bluetooth and you can hear them. When they are not in range and not connected via Bluetooth, that's where things get interesting. And both of these have the community finder option or the crowdsourced lost and found. And that's exactly what 4eyes will be using, or 4eyes are using in their power meters for their theft tracking feature. Since these devices are lightweight, low powered, basic Bluetooth beacons, there's no smarts in them whatsoever. That's all handed off to the phone for GPS and also data connections up to the cloud. So in the event that you've lost your keys, your dog, or your 4eyes power meter, or your bike connected to it, you simply mark your device as lost within the app, and then it's up to the cloud with a flag set to say if anybody on either of these networks comes into range, whichever one you're on, say somebody on the Tile network comes within the vicinity of the Tile, same with the Chipolo, then they will anonymously report their location up to the cloud. That comes back to you, and then you get a message of time and location of where that person was or where your device has been located. Quite an interesting concept, but it does rely on crowdsourcing and people to have that app loaded or be part of the network on their phones. If you've been listening to the Fitfile podcast with DC Rainmaker and myself, you would have heard my recent status updates in the last few weeks about my test of the community locator finding features of both of these devices. So the Chipolo was put underneath a seat near a very popular running and walking track here in Ballarat, and a week later I put the Tile next to it, and just after I planted them I marked them both as lost, and then I waited for the alerts to come through. So thousands and thousands of people would have walked past these, and a pretty sporty demographic too, I think. Well, results are in after 3 weeks. This was found not once. The Tile was found twice, so hats off to the Tile. So these being found or not does depend on the community and how many people are using either Chipolo or Tile. In the Chipolo app, we have no idea how many Chipolo users there are. It doesn't report that. But in the Tile app, it does say down the bottom there how many users are in your near area or near vicinity. So if you are a Tile user or have the app loaded up, let me know how many people are in your area. For me, it was around 450, and that did result in 2 finds over about 3 weeks. Last night in the cover of darkness, as we walked up to the park bench to grab these back, the Chipolo did ping as soon as I was within about 20 to 25 meters of where that was located. So it was still chirping, it was still there, it's just that nobody found it. And before I put my hand under a random bench seat here in Australia at night, just going to make sure that both of them are there and alive. Okay, I'm definitely on the right seat. I can reach down and grab them now, hopefully without spiders. Oh, and by the way, these are also spider proof. 3 weeks, the spiders took home. So where does that leave the Chipolo network in regards to enabling it on your 4eye power meter? Well, it's probably worth what it costs, and it's a free service. So enabling it won't hurt. It just gives you another option. However, if you do find your bike at, say, 123 Drug Lord Street in Hellsville, knocking on the door probably won't be the best solution to find your bike and get it back. So while this tech is kind of cool and it kind of works for now, I think there's a bigger discussion to have around how to use our cloud-based services for theft tracking and security purposes. There's no reason why Strava needs to take a fit file with a known stolen device ID in there and report it as if everything's okay. They should be able to nullify that, maybe even just kill the upload entirely. Services like Zwift could have a database of known stolen devices and then just nullify those. So it just protects us a little bit more if our devices happen to go wandering elsewhere. But again, a discussion for another day. So there we are, Tile versus Chipolo, same as the 4i tech, Tile wins.